So here I am, and it's coincidental that I pick up the phone again in pretty much the same location that I was yesterday. In fact, the exact same location, and I'm just laying down, reading my book. Didn't bring my microphone or anything, so it's probably going to be quite windy and not all that pleasant to listen to. However, I have just emailed my fellow Vietnamese friend who owns the resort, and we have organised for me to start mid next month. That's about 2 to 3 weeks away. This is how much planning I've done. And guess what? 2 to 3 weeks. And I'll be out of here, hopefully. And we've just been chatting about, I wanted, and as I believe I said yesterday, my friend Liam and I, we wanted to go and tour Vietnam on motorbikes. And, I thought, this is going to get in the road of that. But part of the reason for me messaging this Vietnamese fellow is that it's awfully hard to, and daunting is a good word, to organise a motorcycle adventure across a country without having any experience in that country, any experience travelling, pretty much any experience full stop. And to be honest, my friend and I have never even ridden a motorbike before. And there's all sorts of issues with insurance and that side of things, buying motorbikes and that. I thought, gee, if I got on the ground in Vietnam for, a month or so, for 3 months was my plan, work there for 3 months, then we could organise this motorcycle adventure. And messaging Peter, he said to me, start mid-March, work through April. I finish at the end of April. I can then have 6 to 8 weeks off to do as I please. 6 to 8 weeks. Before I join back at a new location. So instead of being Mui Nay, I think it's pronounced, which is where he wants me to start to begin with, spelled MUI space NE, Mune. Here in Australia, I would call it Moonay if I saw it written in a book, but I think it's pronounced Moinay. Yet to find out. I probably look like an idiot right now, but rather than working there for the second half of my working holiday, I think that I will be working in probably the tourist capital of Vietnam, to be honest, Nha Trang. But they do scuba diving, some of the best beaches in Southeast Asia. Work there for a couple of months and then go from there, but probably head back home after that. Maybe, take a couple of weeks off and go touring the country again. Maybe go travelling somewhere else. But that's the plan so far, and to that I said yes. I said, Peter, I will see you there. Which, it's quite confronting to think that in 2 to 3 weeks' time that I may not even be here, but that, I may be overseas, getting my bearings just before starting a job in Vietnam at a resort. This has just been a quick chat, but I just wanted to log this because as I lay here, I just sent that email then before I picked up my phone. And exciting times now, and certainly exciting times ahead. $2.50 an hour, I think it worked out to be. I'm not sure if I said that yesterday. $2.50 an hour. Australian dollars, that is. But relatively speaking, when you compare it to the costs of living in Vietnam to the costs of living in Australia, $2.50 an hour it's almost better off than, living expenses compared to my wage here. Here I get between $20 and $30 an hour between my 3 jobs. So let's call that 25. And look, everything's so cheap there. I mean, is it 10 times cheaper? Not sure. From the research that I've done online, it certainly seems that way. But I guess I'll find out, won't I? But accommodation, they're going to pay for food. 2 meals a day, a drinks package. Sitting by the beach on my night off. It just sounds like heaven to me. Absolute heaven. Go for a swim at night. Oh, there's no... Here in Australia, I love going to the beach, but, in the back of your mind, there's always the fear of, I'm going to step on a stonefish and in 20 minutes I'm going to be dead. Or, there's a great white shark, or... I'm not so scared of sharks, but blue-ringed octopus, jellyfish, blue bottles, stingers, midges, there's all sorts of awful things that are out around the beaches. And for Vietnam, I reckon it could be night time when I go for a swim and I wouldn't be worried about being gobbled up by a shark. And gee, doesn't that sound idyllic, eh? My day off, relaxing by the beach, maybe by a motorbike, tour around the country. It sounds like absolute heaven to me. But no, this has just been a quick log of my thoughts, and I'll chat to you guys when I get some more news in about my travels. Ciao.